It's nice and noisy. Now, we've got to say hello, really, before we go any further, to the brains behind this project. I think Simon's going to have another chat with Evie.
I am. Evie, come on to the set.
Yes, so I am filming you, filming me.
There's nothing weird about that at all, Evie. So we're in the middle of Storm ISE. Give people that haven't been following us an idea of what's actually going on here.
Well, this has been honestly an incredible experience in that we've had multiple partners who agreed to come together and say, hey, let's show an integrated solution to everybody at ISE, not just a product. And this is what we've done. We, created an experience where Storm ISD has touched down, Storm ISE through the crisis zone, where we were able to capture data, to the command center where we were able to analyze the data, and now here lastly in the new broadcast newsroom where we're able to now share that information with everybody around the world. And it's been an incredible opportunity to be able to do that at a show of this caliber, of this size, during a very busy time of the year.
Absolutely, and what better place to test connectivity than in this shell of a building here?
Absolutely. And you know what? We've been talking a lot about what it means to have seamless connectivity. So Dejero Titan Command is the brand new product from Dejero. And to be able to see it at work, to be able to see it in real time has been incredible and also award-winning now as a result of this. So we are all very proud. It wouldn't have been able to be a success without every single collaborator. And we're super happy. We're excited about all of the results and the conversations we've had along the way this whole week.
Yeah, well, again, the traditional way for a lot of people at trade shows is they do a demo on their booth, very insular. They may be part of a bigger workflow in the real world, but most of the time visitors to a trade show see a product demo and that's it. What we've done here is the whole ecosystem, you demonstrated end-to-end workflow.
Absolutely. And this goes to show is, look, it doesn't matter what type of connectivity or technology that you have, is the critical backbone, that the connectivity needs to be seamless and it needs to be agnostic because it should be able to work with anything and everything that emergency response requires, that broadcasters or video production professionals require. That's exactly what we've been able to do here at ISE.
We'll come back to you later on in the show, Evie, for the final word, I'm sure. Thank you very much indeed. Do check out the other video I did with Eric from Dejero, which is on the workflow that we're doing here. And also Matt's caught up with Kevin earlier on to talk about in more detail the Titan command that Dejero are launching here at the show. For now though, Matt is with Miguel.
Right, sorry, we're stepping into set. So Miguel, Brainstorm, we're in the delivery stage of the workflow, so to speak. And yeah, Brainstorm, what's Brainstorm's role in this process?
Well, actually, this is where the magic happens, where everything is put together. Come on, it's magic. There's lots of things happening at the same time, but everything needs to be put together in a correct way, in a way that the people at the control room, the audience at home, whoever is watching this setup is looking at the data and trying to understand what's going on, because this is an emergency, so things happen and there's different layers of information. We have the live signal, we have the live video from somewhere else, we have people coming in, people being interviewed, responsible for the emergency. Everything is happening at the same time, and plus on top of that we need to put data, we need to put graphics, we need to explain things that are going on. So everything needs to be put together in a comprehensive way, which is what we're showing here. In this case, we have a panel with different sections that resembles a control room, but in this case, we're showing this section, which is the one mission thing that we are showing here.
Look, this could easily be a TV screen, it could be a big panel, it could be anything. Your job is to take data feeds from, well, information, whether that be data, whether that be video, from wherever, whoever, and display them in a logical and engaging way.
Yeah, that's it. Brainstorm has been 30 years working with real-time 3D graphics. So we deliver graphics, we understand how to render the graphics immediately, how to present the graphics, how to bring data in to create a graphic in real time, how to create virtual worlds, create a 3D environments that are played also in real time. So everything that has to deal with information, virtual reality, augmented reality is our business. And in this case, we're showing a panel that could be, as we mentioned before, it could be a television station, it could be a control room, it could be the emergency room. So we need to display the correct information at any time so the people can make decisions, people can understand what's going on, and if you can do it in a nicer way, in a way that people will understand raw data more easily, that's perfect.
And actually, we should probably say, because we normally see you in a broadcast environment, whereas I say it's a TV, and more often than not, you've got a presenter in that environment, and you can include them as well.
Yes, absolutely. I mean, this could be an LED panel in a broadcast show in which people can understand and see what's going on, interact with it, and play different things so they can be shown as it should be in terms of delivering the information, in terms of attractiveness for the public.
And I guess another important factor that I think about here is the scalability and sort of the impact on, how much effort is involved in scalability. How scalable and what impact does it have on your staffing there?
Well, amazing enough, this is run with just one workstation. Yeah. We're controlling that workstation from this little PC over here, which has a control panel that can deliver the different pieces of information and move the things around. But we can scale this to almost infinite. In this case, we have 2 signals and some others coming in for different panels, but you can have dozens of signals coming in. We can have different render engines. We can control them from just one single instance. So we can complicate that as much as required, but we can make them work together and be like a single item instead of many little pieces working around.
Well, as you say, it's the magic that makes everything look pretty and lovely.
We try to.
Yeah. Thank you very much, Miguel.
Thank you.
Right, so I'm assuming we're going to go back over to Simon. We have a representative from Alphalite.
Thank you, Matt. Thank you, Miguel. I'd like to introduce you to Santiago. You're from Alphalite.
Yes, I'm Santiago. I'm one of the sales international persons in Alphalite. And nice to meet you.
We're stood in front of your amazing technology here that Matt's just been talking to Miguel about the graphics. But let's talk about what's behind the graphics, the technology that we're actually seeing here.
So what we have in our screen here is our panel UHD Fine Pixel 1.2 with the Matix Alpha Cop technology. As you can see, we can just work with this kind of panels in control rooms with the collaboration of other partnership. We just are working in different areas, sectors, to make sure we find a total solution for the end users.
Give us an idea of what type of sectors they might be. Who are using the Alphalite screens?
Right now we have our products everywhere around the world in different kind of markets. I would say control rooms, governments are using our LED screens, retail, we work in outdoor as well, rental market. So it's a different kind of markets for our LED screens.
I think those watching it on the camera, they might not appreciate the full quality of what we're actually seeing here. What makes the Alphalite screens so crisp and so sharp?
So above the team, they were doing a very great job to set up everything. What you can see here, we keeping with our technology the Matix Alpha COB. It's layers on top of the screen to make sure we have extra protection, pure blacks, which is very important for control rooms. We have the top nits in the market as well. So that is just a few of the specifications. Also the consumption is very low in our LED screen, so that is the most wanted specifications from our end users.
Yeah, obviously the power consumption is obviously very important. What about traditionally the heat from screens can be quite intensive in like a control room. Is that a factor here? So
the heat dissipation is my team designed the way to just make sure the screens doesn't get very warm. So the heating dissipation is going around and don't go to the front.
And whereabouts are these made?
The one on top of us, or the UHD Fine Pixel Matix Alpha COB.
And we've got a screen at the top. I'm not sure if Eva, who's behind the camera, can zoom up there. Give us an idea of what that screen is.
So what we show in here is our new technology. It's a ceiling LED screen, what we can use for broadcast or VPXR environment. What you see in there is we're not using stickers anymore for the trackers with the cameras. So everything will be in the panel, and you cannot see anything from down the floor. So.
So the sticky tape on the floor is history.
Yeah, but just we're trying to just make a new technology to make sure you just put everything in the panel. So yeah.
And in terms of sizes, I mean, this is pretty big here. What sort of sizes are people ordering? What can you do? And what sort of industry has what size?
So for these LED panels, we can get 16 by 9 format. So when you use I would say the same amount of panels, horizontal and vertical, you can get 16 by 9 format. So you can do, to be honest, any kind of size in the screen. And this one, you can see we have like a L shape, but we can do any size. The biggest one we have is a 28 meters long curved one. So we can do different ways. We always design and just make sure we give the solution to the end users.
And do these screens always have to be used indoors, or can they be used outdoors as well?
So this one is made for indoor. We have outdoor as well. But yes, we're working by projects and just making sure we give the proper solution to the end user to make sure the weather or salinity, something like that for outdoor doesn't affect the screen. So we trying to just try to find the best solution always for both sides, for indoor and outdoor as well.
Now, at a show like ISE, the show floor has got lots of large screens. What sets Alphalite apart? What unique features do you have that the competitors might not have?
So for me, the most important is the feedback about the people around us. They were passing around all day along our stand, and they just came to us saying, "Wow, this is something unique." The people can just say that to you, and that is the most important. We got a very good feedback comparing with other brands. So.
It is stunning, isn't it? And as I say, on the video, it might not always look so good because of the interpolation and the frequency, but it does look absolutely amazing, perfect for a control room.
Yes, it's the blacks, pure colors, and all the other colors as well. We're trying to find the best quality for that kind of sector. So yeah.
It's been a good show then.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Santiago. There we go. This is the amazing screen. If you're at ISE, I urge you to come by Hall 5 to take a look, because you need to really see it in person. I think we're going over to Matt now for some more news.
Well, no, we're actually, you're giving your microphone to Scott.
Oh, Scott. There we go, Scott.
We're on a little far side chat between Rory and Scott. Take it away, gents.
Thanks, Matt. I'm Rory McCabe with Dejero. I'm our public safety channel manager.
Okay. Hey, I'm Scott Norder from RGB Spectrum, and we're going to talk a little bit about the backgrounds of our companies and how we're playing in the story today. So, Rory, maybe you can tell everybody about the background of Dejero.
Sure. So we originally got our foundation start in public safety, broadcast news media, transmitting high definition video over an aggregated cellular connection, and we've really transitioned ourselves into a lot of other verticals recently. The strongest side is public safety and defense.
That's wonderful. Public safety is such a rewarding place to be in the market. So I know you've got something new at the show. Why don't we talk a little bit about the new stuff?
Yeah. Everyone's excited. We remember show and tell in kindergarten or grammar school. We are launching, from a global perspective, our Titan command unit. If you forgive me, can only hold things so well. There we are. Oh, I appreciate the support. It's the first in market 3x5G router, and that does a multiple network aggregation. It has 4 RJ45 ports that allows you to connect back in both fiber, LEO, GEO, or MEO connections. We have a power over Ethernet connection or a direct power, untethered dead reckoning for GPS, a GPIO port, and for sensors, and a COM port. It's a devil of a device. We're really excited here, and this is absolutely taking us to our next evolution as far as our communications enablement and fully capitalizing on actually multiple 5G networks here at this show.
Yeah, it's really been fantastic in operation here at the show, and it's a heavily congested arena. So what's the secret sauce that makes it so good?
Yeah, so comparatively speaking to industry standard of working with a traditional bonded solution, we are a per packet, per flow network aggregator. That means we are trying to do the smallest amount of data across the most efficient path of any data transmission, right? So whatever your data link is, be that cellular or satellite, they have the ebbs and flows, the ups and downs. So we push all of that across multiple links, find the most efficient path, aggregate it back, and give you one connection. So in a place like here, this absolutely incredible conference, we're able to overcome what most of us are used to experiencing. Really poor cellular communications, really challenged the ability to push video out, and Dejero is capable of making the impossible happen.
That's great.
So Scott, I've been walking by your booth more than a few times this week here, and just earlier I noticed a good horde of folks just surrounded by a few of your sellers. Tell me, what are the two things that everyone's been coming over to RGB for? Because I was trying to get close, but frankly I couldn't.
Yeah, it's fortunate we've been very busy, and what RGB Spectrum does that's getting so much attention is we take lots of different video content and we bring it to a display system like is behind us, and it's used in command and control rooms to keep everyone in the room situationally aware of what's happening. And there's a lot of secret sauce in manipulating the video and compositing it for the screen, but other things that we do are encode that video to send it out. We have a mobile kit that is a mobile command center that can send information out and receive it from the command center. And we have software that runs at the operations desk, a dispatcher's desk, that allows them to have all the right applications in front of them on a very small number of screens, and that makes their life much easier. And I think the fact that we can clean up an operator's desk, a dispatcher's desk, is really getting a lot of attention. I think that's a big difference for us.
That makes a lot of sense. You know, when I was looking at one of your large screens, I saw it breaking out into multiple different size and form factors within the same, within the same screen itself. But there were one carved out area. I think there was over 50 tiles, and then we had a larger one and a couple smaller broken out ones, and you can easily, adjust or adapt to your screen and what you need to be relevant to the emergency response centers.
Yeah, two of the important things in the market are flexibility, and that's exactly what you're talking about, being able to put any information you want, and resilience.
Yeah.
That these systems are built for 24/7 operation. They're in that operation around the world, in airports, in arenas, in security operations centers for global companies who are managing high value assets and people. And it's really been rewarding to be part of this market with this technology. We work with some great people.
I mean, hey, in today's uncertain times and all the challenges we see, someone can actually unify things visually from that many different video feeds. I mean, I can completely understand why that is such a need, and probably more relevant than we care for it to be, but it's important that you're out there with a product to help people. And
yeah, and we can't do it without you guys, because it really helps us with the field operations to be able to have reliable communications where they're needed.
I like that. You're the unifier of images, we're the unifier of datas, right? That's a wonderful partnership to be made. So
yeah, you heard it here first.
Yeah, really appreciate it.
Should we come back in? So thank you. Well done. Now Evie, still filming. It's coming into a recap.
Scenes. So if you're watching, I'm watching you as well. Yes, recap. So I guess one of the things that I want to share, and maybe can you continue filming us, Matt? Yes. Simon, do you want to join me, Simon? Let's chat, because I think it's an opportunity also for me to ask the questions to Kit Plus, because you guys have been incredible partners. We've been here
Thank
3
you.
days, filming twice a day, going live to you on YouTube. What has that experience been like also for your team as part of this collective of 8 partners?
Well, it didn't just happen just like that.
Yes.
You've been planning this since IBC,
Yes.
when we said yes, I believe.
Yes, that's right.
and our workflow is not normally live. Our workflow is quick because of the Dejero Engo.
Right.
So normally we're just connected to an Engo, upload to the cloud. Our editor can stay in the UK editing, and it's a really slick, secure workflow that we can use. And we've been using that for the last couple of NABs and IBCs. Works really well. Wouldn't change that. The difference we're doing now is we're taking the Engo out of gateway mode, which
Yes.
is effectively providing us fast internet, and we're putting it into go live mode, which is streaming live now.
I know.
And you've introduced us to 7 amazing partners that we've been on their various booths over the last 3 days, talking about the technology. We've loved doing it.
It's been such fun, and also just understanding workflow. So, we've been talking about integration and why one piece is, you know, fine, but multiple pieces together that really give you a clear picture is that much more powerful. What do you think overall? I mean, like, have you been also getting some feedback from people who have been potentially watching this or have just passed by and said, hey, Kit Plus?
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, there's people watching it live and there's people watching it the recorded version. And we've been doing a couple of other videos with your team as well, with Kevin and Eric about the workflow and focusing on the Titan. Those videos are up on our channel on kitplus.com that people can go and watch.
Yep.
Yeah, and I think the really good thing about this whole thing that you put together is that it moves out of the traditional scenario of going to a booth, looking at a demo. You're actually seeing a whole workflow focusing from the crisis to the broadcast.
Absolutely. And you know what? I want to bring in one of my colleagues because I think that he would be a really great resource to explain that workflow. Because one of the things that I think is people don't realize is that when you're trying to bring something together and stream it to YouTube or stream it on social, doesn't matter what it is, or sending data to another booth to analyze, if you don't have reliable, seamless internet, it's not possible. You can have all the great technology.
It doesn't matter how many partners you've got.
That's right.
If those modems don't work.
That's right.
Or the satellite.
You're toast.
Exactly, yeah. Absolutely.
I'm going to bring in my colleague here and then kind of pass off the mic. Thank you so much to Kit Plus. Thank you everybody for watching. We're not done yet because we have a little surprise for you at the end and bringing all the partners to kind of on camera and say goodbye, but let me pass it on.
Thanks, Evie.
Eric, you've got your own
Hi
microphone.
again.
You've been promoted with your own microphone. Steady.
It's getting more familiar, yeah.
Yeah. So, Eric, earlier on today we did a video with the workflow behind us, and people can go and catch up on that for a more detailed view. Give us an overview of what that workflow involves and how the partners fit into that ecosystem.
How all the sausage is made, right?
Indeed,
Yeah. Well, I mean, first of all, it's been incredible being here. I know this is our last broadcast for the day, but this setup was really something that we've really never done before. Because all the different partners, all the different technologies, we really wanted to make it fit for the ecosystem that we were talking about. As a high level, everyone that's watching out on the live stream right now, that stream is going into an NGO video transmitter that's getting sent up to the cloud, redistributed to all three of the booths that are here at ISE. And then those are going into a waypoint, which is basically a video transmitter that will be able to send out SDI. Each of these booths are able to send out those SDI signals to various screens, like the tiny one that we have right behind us, and on various switchers, right? Those waypoints are connected to our Titan commands. Actually, one of them is up high here, and those waypoints are basically getting that solid connectivity from the Titan commands, and that is really the backbone of this entire experience. What's really interesting is Alpha Light and Brainstorm have put together basically a few feeds. So behind us, you see one feed over to the left, the other one over to the right, and they've basically taken those two feeds from the waypoint, put them into Brainstorm, and then sent them back out to the NGO so that it's making a round trip to all of these booths here. So this is a great solution for folks that are maybe doing broadcast and connectivity solutions, but also for remote locations. If people need to be very connected, maybe within a mile or 2 miles of each other, this solution would work for them as well.
So I mean, we've done live streaming before in a controlled environment with wired internet, and latency has been a big issue. One thing I've been most surprised about this is, okay, we've got a little bit of latency, but it's negligible, isn't it? How are you managing the latency?
Yeah, so the NGO actually manages latency depending on what the use case is, right? So, if you have something that is really just a static, image, you may want to have the higher latency because this really doesn't matter. For a lot of action shots or like sports or things like that, you might want to have some low latency. The NGO allows you to adjust those things as necessary, right? Yeah. The network congestion or network infrastructure might be different wherever you are, right? So you may have to adjust those things in real time, and our technology allows people to be able to do that in the field in real time.
Yeah. So at the moment we're using 5G SIMs to get the connectivity, aren't we? If you're out in a remote location, hopefully you can use those. But if you can't, what's the rollover?
Yeah. I mean, it's a good point, right? You don't want to just rely solely on SIMs, right? Networks go down, towers get congested. You really never know. So in order to kind of add more redundancy, a bigger pipe, right? You can add something like Starlink or any OneWeb or any satellite constellation, right?
Yep.
And the more you're adding to that pipe, the bigger the pipe's going to be, the more resistance and resiliency that you're actually going to have. Right?
Yeah, and talking of resilience, we've got a standalone rig now. We're not connected to power. We're purely battery powered, and we've been doing. And actually, I've been surprised. The Engo uses one IDX battery, and it's on all day.
Yeah. It's only, I actually just checked, it just, I guess, ran out of your local power, but it still's got like 95, 94%.
Thanks for checking.
You got it.
No,
but again, that's another selling point, right? Because of the internal battery, the external battery, right? You don't want to be worried about losing power when we're doing an interview like this, right?
Yeah.
So it's a really, really resilient
you just
solution.
hot swap the battery and you
Easily.
Nobody knows.
Yeah, absolutely.
No,
And we've been doing this for many years, right?
Yeah.
Broadcast, that was our bread and butter. That was kind of how we got started. And it's a incredible solution for the broadcast. And we've actually had people that were in public service, that needed connectivity solutions coming to us saying, "Hey, look, I saw a broadcaster that was out in the middle of nowhere that was able to, broadcast the signal."
Yeah.
With no problem. How do we get that that same technology?
Yeah, we spoke to Kieran in an earlier show, who's a first responder,
Yeah.
first on the scene in a mission critical environment. He doesn't need video. He doesn't want video. He needs data. He needs connectivity.
100%. Yeah. And that's important for folks like that because that's, that could be the difference between life or death, right? Those are really, really important. And it's, we've had a lot of fun here this week, right? Setting things up, talking to people with video, but those are the real critical moments that we, at least personally for me, I like to hang my hat and say, we really made a big difference,
That's great. That's a good note to end on. Thank you very much.
Absolutely.
Indeed, thank you very much indeed. So I think as we come to the close, I think we're going to call in Evie again.
Let's get everybody
the
in.
partners are going to come on who's been taking part in this live stream over the last 3 days. We've done 2 half-hour streams every day, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Coming to the end of the last one, we've spoken to some really
very interesting
people. Lots of
I've
new
learned
technology.
a lot.
I've learned loads.
Yeah. Whether I remember it tomorrow is another thing, but yeah. No, it's been great. It's been very interesting. It's been, a challenge for these guys technically, because this is a challenging environment to live stream live. We are basically the critical connection here. We're in the middle of the disaster. So
I think Evie's set a high bar though. I mean, Evie, how do you trump this next year?
Oh my gosh! Well, listen, if everybody is crazy enough to do this again, we'll do it even bigger, better, and more people watching around the world.
Are we going to do it again?
Absolutely.
We can do it again?
Yeah! So, thank you for watching. Yeah, well, a massive thank you to all of our partners here. Not only have they done what they do here, but leading up for the last 2 months, they've been doing spreadsheets and PDFs and all sorts of Teams meetings.
So we've got Brainstorm, we've got Alpha Light, Dejero, Ontario Soluciones over here. So we've obviously done our bit. 4A, Domo, and RGB Spectrum. Thank you.
I'll hand the mic over to Evie to say the final words. Goodbye.
I just want to say thank you to everybody who has been on this journey with us. We are all still here at ISE tomorrow. All of the booths, all of our partners, check out their technology. It really is incredible. And, if you're here, whether you're not here, check out dejero.com/ISE-2026 and you'll be able to see a little bit of information on all of the product solutions that our partners are showing here at the show. You don't want to miss it. Thank you so much. Thank you to everybody.
Check out dejero.com/ISE.
ISE-2026.
#Storm ISE.
Storm ISE.
Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.